Alright guys, welcome back. This is Celerion Park. This is the last level in our 100% guide. And I had a bit of an issue with my audio, so there's going to be a lot of blank spaces in this, but I'm just going to try to talk over the important parts, I think, when doing this level. I know there's a lot of video guides out there. Not a lot of them have commentary from what I've seen, so hopefully what I add is helpful to you guys. Basically, first of all, we're just gonna jump off, we need to grab every Tinykin, and this is something I haven't mentioned in my other guides, but there is an achievement called Gotta Catch Them All, or Gotta something them all, which requires you to grab every Tinykin in every level. So there might have been a few levels where I might have skipped one because I was like, oh, I don't really need this, but do not skip any Tinykin. You will not see me skip any Tinykin in this map because they are completely required for this achievement, which I found out after I completed all the levels, and I was like, I had to go back and find the extra ones I missed. But basically we're doing our ground floor thing. We're just gonna run around the ground floor, grab all the Tinykin we can, because we want to streamline this as much as possible without as much backtracking, and every time we encounter an objective, we want to be able to get it right away. So, the most important one in this map is the reds. I feel like you need every single red to complete this map. There's maybe like a few extra, but you don't want to be looking for them at the end of the level. I'm gonna drop here, grab some more Tinykin, destroy everything in our path. There's two hidden areas here. This is the first one, and then the second one is behind this other bookshelf over here. Let's see if we can grab this. This is just to like open the shortcut so we don't have to come back later. Alright, this is the area required for us to do one of the side objectives. So we're gonna have to get a few animals. So the first one is right here, is the cat. Grab that guy. And if you talk to this guy right here, I think he's the zookeeper, he will give you the objective for it. So we're gonna throw in the cat first, just so we show how it's done. And throughout our journey, we're going to find a few of the other animals to get dragged in there. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. We're going to come back to that area in a little bit. Blues are important. Just grab them. I mean, everything's important. At this point in the game, you're going to need every Tinykin you can get. So if you see any people trapped in the boxes, grab them. Never have enough Tinykin. That's what I always say. There's Ghasper. Ghasper's important. Alright, cool. We have just enough to get the crocodile. Maybe it's alligator, I don't know. It's his objective, so I've definitely missed that one before because I was like, oh, I don't have enough pink Tinykin, I'll come back for it later, and then forgot where he was. Also on these blue lamps, just make sure you're checking every blue lamp because there's going to be Tinykin on each of them, and the blue ones are a little bit hard to see. Jump up here real quick, grab this. Go behind here. This is a little secret area. Still doing the ground floor thing. There's just so many Tinykin on the ground floor that we have to grab, so we might as well just grab them now, and then we don't have to be searching for them later on. Grab the shortcut. Crocodile has been delivered. This is a secret area that I've definitely missed before. It's right under the main stage. This guy's just gonna explain that we gotta get the car, bring it to the repairman, and that's one of the main objectives we need to do. I don't have any greens yet. Gotta grab those earlier. Alright, so we're gonna start doing the candles. There's about 10 candles. Like that. Alright, so candle number 1 right here. We gotta kind of go a little bit out of our way to get candle number 2, but in the meantime, there's mail number 1. Alright, so we're gonna walk up here. I kind of took the long route, but you need to go this way anyway just to get pollen and some other things. Alright. Extra reds. Can never have too many reds. So, the second candle is right there. It's right above the first one. Kind of took the long route to get to it. But that's okay. Make sure to grab these guys. You don't want to miss those later on. Finally, a few greens. Okay, so here's the third candle. Boom. Get the shortcut. Alright, there's the fourth candle. Number 5. Gotta go up a few of these leaves to get to number 6. Number 6. Might as well get the shortcut while you're there. Alright, I know I'm going to do this the wrong way, but let's figure it out. I think that's 7. I already lost track, right? I don't know where I am. There's 8. Open up another shortcut. We probably won't even use that shortcut ever, but just in case. Number 9. And there's one more secret one that we missed. It's going to be right over here around the wall. Yep, there it is. Number 10. So now we have to climb back up because I did it in not the most optimal way, but at least we got them all. And that shortcut that I just remembered that we got, I could have used, but I just decided not to. Because I like to take the long way for some reason. Climb back up here so we can get the 50 gold pollen. The big boy. Yep, we don't have enough to climb up there, so we're gonna have to come back to that area later. We're just gonna jump down and grab these other areas that we missed. A lot of different little shortcuts in this level. Alright, this is the one of the main objectives where you need to bring a piece of the train track down. You can't have a race with an incomplete train track. So while those guys are bringing that down, we're going to go further up here and see what's going on. Grab all that. This is an area that you do not have to come back to, so we might as well just finish it while we're here. Those yummy, yummy reds. Letter number 2 is up here, right above the railroad track. Just gonna make sure these guys get to the finish. Alright, riding that train track. Open this up real quick, got to do that earlier. Okay, so that was the elephant, but we're passing him right now just to do some other objectives first, because we don't have the pink Tinykin to do it right now. Alright. So the railroad's thrown in. Right now, we have the electricity here. I think I'm just going to try to fast forward this part because I don't need to talk over it. And you guys know what you need to do. Okay, perfect. So now that we've connected that, that is going to allow us to activate the train. I guess the train's in the way and has to bring the audience or whatever it is to do. So that's one of the main objectives. Literally just connecting electricity, and that's it. I'm gonna come back for that because we need to go to that area anyway, so we'll get the blues in a second. And I ran out of reds. Gonna grab some from this area. We're not gonna go in this area, but we are gonna grab the reds real quick. And I made another mistake because I need 4 and I only have 3, so that's great. Luckily, there should be some other reds nearby. So, excuse me for that. Another thing that I forgot to mention is, here's another part that I'm just going to fast forward through real quick. Alright, that activates the Ferris Wheel, which you need to do so you can get a big pollen from it. We're going to go up to the Ferris Wheel a little bit later. Just make sure we don't miss anything over here. We can do this area over here. Grab those, climb up here. Don't have enough reds. It's gonna be a common theme in this map, is not having enough reds. Alright, so we're gonna bring down the sword. This is gonna be a fun little journey, making sure the sword gets to where it goes. Alright, grab those guys. While we wait for the sword to get to where it needs to go, I'm just going to come up here and grab all this stuff. There's some reds up here, and we don't really need to like waste our time later doing this. Collecting everything, checking all those nooks and crannies. Basically, while this sword is trying to be transported, I'm just going to be grabbing everything in the area as much as I can, not wasting any time waiting for the sword to do its thing. Alright, so down here, can't miss this. Make sure not to miss this at least. Mail number 3. I've definitely missed it before because I just was looking downwards with my camera and I just didn't notice it. So for this part, we need to connect the electricity. And I only have 9 blues, so I probably won't be able to do it. Now we have 16 blues. Still not enough. So what we're gonna do is just keep going on with the level. So we can't really make the sword go for any further right now, but I'm going to put this area on pause and come back to it in a sec. So we're just gonna keep continuing on. We'll have to come back to the sword. we kind of neglected the Ferris Wheel earlier. But now we're finally here grabbing that. Like I said, that castle area, we have to come back to it anyway, so that's why I'm kind of just neglecting it right now, but we will finish it. In a perfect world, I would have had enough blues and we wouldn't have to go back, but sometimes, what can you do? Totally just skipped over that and forgot to pull that down. We've never been to this area, so that's where we're going now. Alright, so that is a crossbow bullet. We're gonna need that for an optional objective later. It's not very optional because if you want 100%, you're gonna need it, but it's not the main objective. And we need literally one more big Tinykin. I don't know. Okay, I did see that Pollen over there. We're gonna come back for that later. Don't know why. Whatever, it's gone. Okay, let's get the elephant going. We're just gonna go and make sure that he can make his full path, so we don't have to worry about him later. But as long as we give him this path, he should be fine. Okay, so that is one of the cannonballs that we're going to need, but I'm just going to come back for that later and input it once we have all the required materials. Meanwhile, we have a lot more blue Tinykin, so let's set this area up. Alright, so right in there is the dragon that you're going to need for the zoo, so I think we need one more. Because the elephant's in there, gator's in there, cat's in there, that we have the dragon, and there's one more. We're gonna get that later. But now that we have all the blues, let's go back and finish off this sword thing. So, once again, alright, let's get that going. Once again, I'm gonna skip over this part. Okay, sorry, I missed these. Make sure to grab those two. Okay, and we're back. So, finally now, we can turn on the electricity, move the bridge over, and escort this freaking sword, it's been so much trouble, to where it needs to go. Cool. So, make sure we're going to go up here and grab all of the things on the crane. We'll pull in on the crane first. Can't forget about that. And, okay, don't forget those. Meanwhile, while the sword is being taken to its destination, we're gonna go check out this corner because we kind of neglected it earlier. And so what you gotta do with this corner is push those books in. So there's one. There's two. We're just gonna jump down here real quick because we missed some stuff. There's three. There's four. I mean, you just gotta be taking the books anyway because they give you 5 pollen each, but there is a secret attached to them. Alright, here we go. Checking all those nooks. Climb up here. Book number 5. Just gonna grab these while we're here. There's a sword. Kills that innocent dinosaur that didn't harm anyone, just been chilling, minding its own business, trapped in the castle. And the trophy. We're gonna go for the trophy in a little bit. But we're not gonna forget it's there. Like I said earlier, make sure to grab every Tinykin you can. You just need to have them. That's the last book, which gives you a giant pollen. So we come up here, and there's a few reds, and we get our last piece of mail. So this is a very important part of the map. Alright, we're grabbing the trophy. We don't want to forget about that later. That is part of a main objective, so we're going to need that. Just making sure I haven't missed anything in this area. I think we're good. We're gonna go in this middle area because why not? We kind of weren't able to get it earlier because we didn't have the greens and we were on the ground floor. Now we're able to get it all. And we did go to this area earlier, but we didn't see that stuff, so that's why we're grabbing it now. But you might have gotten it earlier when you went through that area. That was like the first part that we were doing the sword in. Oh, and we have 900, so I can finally get the last glider bubble I need. You only need 6 total. Obviously, you've been following this guide. You're going to have all 8 at this point. Which is just nice to have all of them, but I sped through the first 2 levels and didn't get all the pollen because I had to reset the whole game to get back to this level because my save file got corrupted. Oh, here's a secret here. If you smash that button, it opens up the vending machine or cash register to get a flute pollen. And if you come back here, there is a little bit of a secret. Throw your Tinykin, hit the wall, it opens up a secret compartment. So we're gonna head over there in a second. I'm just gonna make sure, let's see what we have so far. Okay, yeah. So we have the trophy and there's still one more main objective. Alright, so we go up here, grab a few Tinykin. The snake is up here, so that's should be the last zoo animal we need. And right around the corner is the secret entrance. So We kind of avoided this area earlier because we needed green Tinykin, and you need a lot of them, so I just wanted to come here when I knew I had enough to go through it and not have to backtrack here. This area is part of a secret achievement, but obviously if you're trying to do 100%, you're going to need to come here anyway to get the pollen and get the trophy, or the achievement. So it has like blueprints of the house, Melodane, different languages, very weird. I don't know why this secret is in the kids' room of all places, but you know, it is a mystery. And then when you guys get to the top here, you're going to have a big pollen. So it's worth coming in here. Cool, so we're pretty much done. We only need almost 200 Tinykin, so we have to get the car. And we do have the 6 glider bubbles, so there's an area, there's a part of the map that we have to go to. I'm just gonna throw this in here right now. We'll not worry about that later. There's a part of the map where we can fly around on the top of the map. Oh, and don't forget these. These are hidden. I luckily just happened to see them while I was traveling because I know that would be hard to find later on, and I'm gonna actually tag that in the comments. I just figure out where I'm going right now. I'm kind of forgot where I am. Okay, but here we go. So this is the part that we skipped earlier because we were busy, but we have enough greens to jump up here. This is where the race car is. Let's climb above the race car to get some more pollen. Some pinks over here. So we're gonna send this through, and it's going to go get repaired. Of course, they don't give us enough yellows to just be able to do both of those, but what can you do? Kind of just waiting to make sure that this car goes where it needs to go and I don't need to do anything more for it. Oh, and we could just turn in our zoo animals here. So there's a dragon and there's a snake, and that is one of the secret objectives. Or secondary objectives. The spinning memory. We did just pass by the mail, but we're gonna get that later. I feel like I'm taking the long way around for no reason. So earlier, if you guys remember, we tried to go up here, but we didn't have enough green Tinykin to get up. I think that's the only way up. So now that we've cleared most of the level, and have 6 glider bubbles, I'm back. Let's grab these in the corner. That guy's gonna fix up the car, and we'll go get it in a second. And here's a cannonball. So that's the last piece of ammo that we need for a different secondary objective. Make sure I didn't miss anything. We're good. Go up here. This guy's got the 3rd secondary objective that we need. You guys know how it works. There's one of these guys in every level. Just float across here. Barely make it. And this guy's like, oh yeah, here's a ring. You just have to do all this other stupid stuff. So what we're gonna have to do here is float around on the top of the map and destroy all the asteroids. We should have enough reds at this point to do everything. You don't want to come to this area and realize, oh shoot, I don't have enough red Tinykin, and have to like drop down, figure out where they are, and then climb all the way back up here. So if you've been following this, you know what it's like. If you haven't, I mean, you might as well just make sure you have at least 30 by the time you come up here. And they do give you some at the top, so maybe like 15, and then you get like another 15 while you're up here. But at the very least, if you do run out, there is a shortcut to get back up here, so it's not too bad. Alright, this is the last one. We're going to fly and suicide into it. This guy saves our life, pulls us in, and gives us a wedding ring. The white ring pop. Yeah, we're just going to go back and give it back to him. There we go. Gives us a little globe. So, I think... Okay, yeah, we're gonna go pop all these balloons and get the secondary objective, optional objective, whatever you guys want to call it. So throw the cannon in there. Light this bad boy. Oh, okay. I totally missed these earlier, but I'm glad I saw them now. I walked right past them. It's a trebuchet rock. Launch that in. We already put the crossbow bolt in. So, pull that back. Is it like called an arbalist? A trebuchet and an arbalist? I don't know. Go talk to this guy. Get the miniature home. And we need 120 more pollen. So the only pollen I think we're missing is going to the top of the level and getting all the pollen from the silk bugs. And we also have to grab the car. We repaired the car. We gotta take him home. So I'm gonna grab the car, and while they're taking him to the racetrack, I'm gonna go back up there and grab all the pollen. That could have been bad. Of course they put him on the track. Okay, so here's the race. Just as we're about to get the last bit of pollen, the race starts. Let's go blue! Red is apparently undefeated, so we've done all that we can to make sure the blue guy wins. Short of literally sabotaging red. Oh, blue's destroying. Blue destroys. Okay, so those guys are gonna bring their thing back to the vent, take it home. Gotta go back for that 3 pollen I missed. Where is it? There it is. And I got screwed again! Oh, the timing is so bad. It's in the same exact spot, too. Cool. Let's get back up there. Oh. Alright, here we go. No more distractions. No more cutscenes. We have 90 left. That means 10 per piece of mail. And once you put in all pieces of mail, you do get a 50 big pollen. And that, my friends, is the end. We got all the pollen, we've got all the objectives, we did the main objective, so now all that's left to do is go to the end of the level. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helps someone. If you guys liked what you saw, please leave a like or comment or subscribe. Thanks.